Hello and welcome to Scooped, the ice cream review podcast, where we try all the cone creations, signature slushes, and frozen foods on the East Coast to give you the ultimate scoop. My name is Holly Hagman, and with me is my co-host, husband, and ice cream connoisseur, Paul Percivali.
Yay.
Yay! Hey, Paul.
Yes, Holly?
What mode does the ice cream play on video games?
Wait. Icy mode?
I was gonna say freezy. You know, like easy,
Yeah.
but freezy.
I figured it had to do something with that.
Yeah.
That was one of my guesses.
Okay. That was, I want you to know, that was all Holly. That was not, I didn't look that up. In fact, the notes simply say Paul, comma, and then nothing. I forgot to write one for this episode.
Oh my god, you came up with that on the spot?
I came up with that on the spot, so I don't think it was that bad.
No, you did good.
Thank you.
Alright, very impressive.
I appreciate that. In our last episode, we reviewed Wendy's, which we placed at the A tier level. And for this episode, we are reviewing an independent scoop shop whose name is not secret, Speak Freezy.
Yes.
Get it? Because speakeasies were secret bars in the 1920s.
Yes.
But Speak Freezy is not a secret.
Yes.
Because it's the name of the... Okay, I'm going to stop.
Yes, I understood the reference.
Okay, just checking. So, Speak Freezy doesn't have a ton of info about it online. It's a relatively newer ice cream shop, and we're going to hear...
it's really nice from what we've seen.
It's very nice from what we've seen.
I don't know if they'll franchise further, but if they do, I would love to see one a little bit closer to where we live.
Ditto.
Mm-hmm.
But we have stories, and we have some history.
Alright, so we'll give you what history we have. So, background is... courtesy of a video on the Woodbridge TV's YouTube channel. Greg and Heather Sala are the owners of Speak Freezy. They opened the shop in June of 2024. Heather was previously a personal trainer, while Greg owns a clean air company in the same area where they opened the store. Clean air company?
Mm-hmm.
So, like Nava?
I don't think so.
I mean, different form, but same idea.
The way I understood it, it was like HVAC kind of stuff.
HVAC. All right.
Like cleaning the air. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Clean air company, though.
All right. And they are both locals who live in Red Bank. So they commute all the way from Red Bank to this place?
Evidently.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Maybe they've moved since the video came out, but the video I watched was for their grand opening, and it was the mayor of Woodbridge at the time was talking to them about, what made you do the thing? And because his other business is in Woodbridge as well.
Oh, okay.
That's why they wanted it all in the same zone.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, at their grand opening, talked about the name. The mayor asked about the name, noting that it is similar to a speakeasy. And like Holly said, speakeasies, what was it,
1920s.
1920s was like a place a bar where they sold alcohol legally, right?
Right, because in the 1920s, history facts here, in the 1920s, prohibition was happening, which was a law enacted that prohibited the sale and consumption of alcohol.
That is not the case with ice cream.
No.
No, but I'm interested how they came up with that name. Only other thing here it says about it is that it is a planned word, and Heather mentioned that their original name idea was Sala Cream. But even the mayor said Speak Freezy is way better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went.
It is.
They went with the better name.
Like, I understand the desire to put your name in the title of the ice cream shop if it's like a big deal to you that you've opened an ice cream shop.
But that would be harder to remember.
Yeah. Speak Freezy is fun. Speak Freezy, it like makes me feel like, ooh, is it a secret? Like I gotta go check it out, right? Because It's like, ooh, mysterious. It's really not that mysterious, but it is very cute.
Sala Cream sounds like a a beauty care product.
You're not wrong. Yeah. Let me get some of that Sailor cream.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, definitely doesn't sound like an ice cream place.
And then the only other information here about the place is some background from Yelp. So, phenomenal ice cream is just a start. Our ice cream cookies, cakes, pup cups, okay, waffle cones, and bubble waffles are made fresh in our shop daily. You'll find great gifts for a special occasion for yourself. We have home fragrance candles, jewelry, bags, and pet accessories. You can purchase your cards, candles, and gifts for any location all in one shop. So
and that's true. They did have a little merch counter. I don't know if you noticed
that.
that.
Yeah, I did notice that. So it's a one shop all. You're trying to you're heading to a birthday party or something.
You're going to pick up an ice cream cake and some little gifties and go on your way.
Yeah. I'm surprised that isn't just a thing that
That's
more places
actually,
do.
Yeah, that would be really smart to have cards and...
Hallmark should just sell cakes.
Hallmark should start selling ice cream cakes. That would be amazing.
Yeah, that would make so much sense.
This is actually a really smart business model.
Yeah, let's keep it to ourselves. And our, 2 viewers on YouTube.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Keep it secret like a speakeasy.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're so smart.
Thank you. So do we want to do signature dishes first, or do we want to do the story of going...
I mean, we always do the story first, so we might as well do the story.
Okay.
So basically, what our day consisted of was I wanted to go to the Menlo Park Mall, Barnes & Nobles, and she was like, bet, we can also hit up Speak Freezy. And I was like, okay, so let's do that. So we left the house around 12 o'clock, if I remember, and we went down to the Menlo Park Mall. And by the time that I got there, well, I was already, not feeling great to begin with. My anxiety was in full force that day, and I wasn't having a great time, so I forgot to eat. Got down there, found the books I was looking for, and while I was trying to look around to see what else that they had at the Barnes & Nobles at Menlo Park Mall, I started to feel even worse, but this time it was from hunger.
Yeah, he didn't feel well because he was anxious, so he didn't eat, and then because he didn't eat, he started feeling worse because his stomach was, bothering him. Because you know how when you don't eat and, you get the stomach acid situation?
Oh, trust me, I get
I know it. You know. I'm talking to the audience.
Okay.
Yes, I do, Holly. Anyway, so it's like a vicious cycle because then the stomach issues increase your anxiety, and the anxiety exacerbates the stomach issues, and it's just like a whole big loop of mess unless you eat something. And so after we got some books, and they didn't have the book I was looking for, but I did buy 2 more books upon recommendation from the clerk at Barnes & Noble who saw what I was looking for and then was like, well, we don't have that, but I think you would like this. And so
I found the books that I honest to God think that those are the same 2 books that were there the last time I went. And that was probably back in, God, I feel like it was close to Christmas of last year.
Wow.
But the only reason I think it's the same is because they were still missing Volume 1, and I bought Volume 1.
The last time?
Yeah, and now I went back and bought Volume 2 months later.
Well, if it's not a particularly popular series, that could be
the case.
It could be the case.
Well, hopefully they'll reorder them now.
Hopefully. So we went to Barnes & Noble, and then when Paul was quaking with hunger, we decided to go to the food court at the mall before we moved on to Speak Freezy, because I'm a proponent for sure of having food before dessert, because I don't feel well if I eat sweets on an empty stomach.
Me neither.
So I feel like it's just habit to eat something a little more substantial before we go and have dessert. So it's the mall food court, so the sky is the limit. Fun fact, this is actually also the mall food court where we went to Haagen-Dazs.
Mm-hmm.
It's still there.
And it was also the food court that I went to that I was sitting in and eating when I got my first Ko-fi donation.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I remember. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I ate in the same place, too.
We did eat at the same table.
Yeah.
Which is kind of bizarre that it was open both times.
Yes.
But
almost the same meal, too, except the takoyaki.
Yeah, so last time we did a mall episode, it was when we went to Haagen-Dazs. We went to the ramen place in the mall. It was okay, but this time I clocked that there was a Chipotle in the corner, and I was like, oh, well, I know where I'm going. See you later, Paul. And then I went and got in line.
Because you love me so much.
Yes.
Just keep talking over her.
I'm sorry. My mom's yelling at my dad about bringing her a spoon. Probably for ice cream, not gonna lie.
All right, let's just talk over it, though.
It's funny.
I don't want to listen to it.
But that was relevant to the podcast because there was a spoon involved.
All right, fine.
Anyway, back to the story at hand. So I end up going to Chipotle, which I love Chipotle. I could do a whole separate podcast on my love for Tex-Mex and Mexican food. I truly just enjoy it. It's one of my favorite things. We literally had tacos tonight, and I'm so happy.
You might have to end up doing that when we run out of ice cream places.
No, what's on the docket is the bread podcast.
Oh, right.
That's what's next.
Got it.
Then if we run out of bread places, we do Tex-Mex. We have layers here.
We have plans on top of other plans.
But I go to Chipotle, I get in line. It's busy because it's lunchtime at the Menlo Park Mall, and the Menlo Park Mall is kind of always crowded. Okay?
Always.
So it's busy, and I am of the persuasion that usually when I go to Chipotle, I pre-order in the app and I go pick it up. So this like waiting in line business I haven't done it since college. I'm just like, what am I doing here?
Well, poor you.
I know. I literally...
This builds character, honey.
Have not ordered in person at Chipotle probably since I graduated college.
That's kind of sad.
I always just order on the app and then I go get it and I call it a day. But now you have to like be in line and go, okay, I'd like rice, I'd like beans, I'd like this and this and this. And it's like mildly stressful because there's people behind you and you don't want to be like that slowpoke holding up the line.
Well, you know what? That builds character.
For me or the people behind me?
For both of you.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, the point is, I'm in line at Chipotle, and I like the salad from Chipotle more than the burrito bowl, because the salad has a little extra greens, and it also comes with the vinaigrette. And I really like the Chipotle vinaigrette. It's my favorite part of the salad. It's the reason I get the salad.
And they didn't have it, right?
That's important because it becomes important at the end of the line. So, I order my salad, I go through the whole thing, I get my stuff, and I don't know if it was because they were busy or just because they are very generous at this particular Chipotle, but this salad was massive, okay? They put so much stuff in my bowl. It was unbelievable. And I get to the end, and the clerk is like, do you want anything else? And I say, yeah, could I get a drink, please? And she's like, okay, small or large. And I was taken aback because I didn't know Chipotle had sizes.
It's because it's a mall,
for their drink cups. And I was like, large, I guess? Because in my head, I was like, I'm only going to fill it once. Because I'm not staying here to do a refill, you know what I mean? So let me get the large one and we'll see what happens.
Didn't you not even finish it?
Well, let me finish my story.
All right, fine.
So she checks me out and I pay and she hands me my bowl and my cup and I'm like, hey, can I have the salad dressing, please? She's like, oh, we're all out of that. And I just stare. And
you punched her in the face, right?
I just stare at her for a minute. And I know it wasn't a full minute, but it felt so long that I just made eye contact with the clerk at Chipotle.
You stared her down to assert dominance?
It felt that way. I was like, oh, bummer. And I just took my bowl and walked away. So then And you cried at the table. In sadness. No, I did almost burst into tears at the drink fountain. And I'm not even joking because because I was like, I waited in this big long line. I was so excited for my salad. I get to the end.
I remember.
And then there's no salad dressing. And I'm like, well, that sucks, but at least I can get Diet Coke. And then I go over to the drink fountain.
Spoiler alert, she doesn't get Diet Coke.
I go over to the drink fountain and I click the ice button and it's just going like this horrible whirring sound. There's no ice coming out of this. I'm like, well, okay, there's no ice, but at least, warm Diet Coke is better than no Diet Coke. And I hit the button for Diet Coke, and clear carbonated water comes out with no syrup in it. And I'm about to throw my cup on the floor and become like one of those internet memes. It was so frustrating and stupid. And I'm like, I'm being so irrational. I'm probably just hungry. Okay. Breathe. Don't burst into tears at the Coke fountain at the Chipotle. Just get lemonade, because they have, like, carafes of their homemade, individual drinks that they have that aren't part of the soda thing. So they have carafes of, like, lemonade, strawberry lemonade, limeade, like, different things like that. So I got lemonade, and it was a big old bucket of lemonade because I didn't have any ice to take up any space.
And lemonade is too sweet for me, so I typically don't drink that.
So I had a gallon of lemonade that I did not drink very much of it, and then I had to carry it through the mall.
It was probably better that you did have to get lemonade, because lemonade is still healthier than Coke, though.
Yeah, I mean, Diet Coke has no calories, but
it
has more chemicals than lemonade.
I'd rather you have calories than chemicals.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
So, lemonade can have a lot of sugar, but it is also just, like, literally the list of ingredients is on the bucket, and it's like lemon, turmeric, sugar, the end.
Turmeric is good.
Sugar's
not.
Their lemonade has turmeric in it, so it was good for inflammation, apparently.
Yeah, except the sugar causes it, which means it balances it out.
It equals it out. Maybe that's why they put it in there.
I don't know.
Probably not. But anyway,
I think I took a sip and I still didn't like it that much.
Well, I liked it. And I did drink it eventually. I just had to bring it home.
But this is not a Chipotle podcast.
Are you sure? It sure sounds like one.
Moving on. Keep a short story short. I had ramen. I forgot what the place was called.
Ramen Ya.
Ramen Ya? Okay. I had vegetable ramen because that was the only thing that I could have that didn't have pork or chicken in it. And I got to order a takoyaki to go with it, which we have history with that particular meal. Or more specifically, Holly has issues with that.
I have takoyaki trauma.
Yeah.
Which seems extreme. Alright, trauma's extreme.
She shouldn't have looked inside.
I should not have looked down. I was eating the takoyaki, and it didn't taste bad, but the texture was a little bit weird. And then, if you don't know what takoyaki is, they're like fried octopus balls, basically. And I eat calamari, so I was not, I'm not put off by eating squid. But I happened to look down, and there was just, a full piece of, squid tentacle.
Octopus tentacle
with the little suction cups, and it was like a piece of arm just in my food. And I got real skeeved, and I had to spit it out, and it was not fun for me, and Paul ate the rest of them. So this time, Paul got takoyaki, and I just looked at them.
Yes.
I
just ate them. I didn't open them up. I didn't make any mistakes like you. I just ate them. And they were good.
The flavor was good.
The pieces were also smaller.
Right.
Than the ones that we got from that place in East Brunswick.
Yeah, the Asian place in East Brunswick was much more, I feel, authentic probably than the mall ramen joint. So, honestly, so brave of you to buy takoyaki at the mall.
Yeah. Well, the way that I look at it is, if they made everyone sick, then no one would be buying it in the first place.
That's probably true. I'm sorry. This chair is so noisy, and I had to itch my back.
Well, maybe you should go sit in the wood chair next time.
Maybe I will, actually.
Anyway.
But, yeah, Paul got ramen and takoyaki.
And then I also had a bunch of gummies that they just had available to grab, and because I needed the calories, or I was going to crash out. Anyway, that's what we did, and then we got out of there. Because we had things to do, like go to Speak Freezy.
Yes, and the cool part about Speak Freezy, the address is technically in Fords, which is very close to Woodbridge, and also only 10 minutes away from Edison, which is where the Menlo Park Mall is. So it's in a very central Jersey location. So if you're from the north or you're from the south, you can kind of meet in the middle and go to Speak Freezy, which is kind of cool, especially since Speak Freezy's kind of cool. And we talk about this on almost every single episode. The parking
is like historically terrible wherever we want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Not this place.
Nope.
They had a really nice sized parking lot, and we were the third car in there. And there were like 20 plus other empty spots.
It was just a beautiful, empty, open parking lot with a sign that said free public parking.
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday in like 20 feet away from the building.
I could drive. I literally drove in circles. You remember that?
It's true. He did, because Paul thought we were supposed to... when we were leaving, Paul thought the exit was closer to the road, and it was actually off of a side street, and he like did a full turnaround in the parking lot, because he's like, where's the exit? And it was...
Yes. Yeah. I turned 360 degrees and drove away. Yes. That's basically what happened.
It is basically what happened. But Speak Freezy, very easy to find. It's in like a slightly downtown area of Ford's. There's a really nice public parking lot right across the street, and I think there is parking in the back. Because there was an alley kind of side street thing that was right next to it that we didn't turn in.
But that was fine because we were close enough.
Exactly. So, either way, ample parking, easy to find, buildings cute, and they have a lot of really cool signature dishes, which is what we're going to get into.
Oh, yeah. The place got so much extra points in my book just for the ease of accessibility.
Mm-hmm. That's important for us.
Yes, we've dealt with enough terrible parking areas like the ones we went to in Metuchen.
I don't even remember Metuchen.
It was right across the way from the Yestercaves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then the bookstore that we couldn't go to because it was closed.
Right, it was closed for some reason.
But that place had atrocious parking. We had to go to that parking garage.
Yeah.
Go up to the second floor, then walk down.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like a 15-minute walk.
Wasn't theirs free, though? Or did I make that up?
It was free because we went on a day that it was free.
Oh,
it wasn't always free.
It was just, we got lucky.
Yeah, we just happened to go on a day that it was free.
Yeah, parking adventure. I still think the worst parking experience, not for me, because I knew it was coming. Let me guess,
it's the place near that gelato place. Oh, wait, which one?
For you, not for me.
Oh, yeah, that was bad for me. What was yours?
No, I didn't say it yet.
Oh.
Westfield.
I'm confused. Which one's Westfield?
Surreal Creamery. Where you drove around because you weren't sure where to park. And then you only paid for like 20 minutes of park, or like a certain really short amount of parking, and then you had to leave, and me and Superfan Annie finished our ice cream together.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know how it worked. I didn't read it well enough.
What place were you talking about?
I was talking about that, Holy Cow.
Oh, in Rahway?
Yeah.
That wasn't bad.
You know, it wasn't terrible.
It was down the street. And it was a garage, at least, so it was like...
Yeah, Surreal Creamery was the worst. Because I also had to drive around for a while to find that cruddy shopping spot. I mean, that cruddy parking spot. But other than that, moving off the parking, because this is not a parking garage podcast.
Well, literally, I tried to transition into signature dishes, and then you started talking about parking lots again. So
Moving on, then.
And the next place we're going to park is... next to the signature dishes. So they have ice cream. I know this is shocking. It is divvied up into a couple different categories on their website. So they have a category they call the standards. These are their everyday, I don't know what her problem is, I fed her.
I was about to say, you fed her.
These are their everyday flavors that they have mostly all the time, unless one's been swapped out for something seasonal. So, they have birthday cake, butter pecan, chocolate chip cookie dough, chocolate fudge brownie, chocolate, coffee fudge truffle, cookies and cream, mousse tracks, peanut butter swirl, pistachio, purple haze, which we'll find out more about later, raspberry truffle, salted caramel pretzel.
Oh, it was Purple Rain. I was like, isn't that a Prince song?
Yeah. Purple haze is a, Jimi Hendrix song, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
So. s'mores, and vanilla. That's all their scooped ice cream. In addition to that, they have your classic 3 soft serve flavors. They have vanilla, chocolate, and twist. They also occasionally will have rotating vegan sorbets in the mix. Mango, apricot, raspberry, or lemon.
They also have all those cakes that they have in the fridge. And they had like they had ice cream cookies. And what's a pup cup? Do you know?
Yeah. You don't know what a pup cup is?
No, I've never heard of a pup cup.
Okay, let's play a game. Guess what a pup cup is. What do you think a pup cup is?
Slush puppies in a cup.
What's a slush puppy?
Slush puppies are like, I forgot what place sells them, but they're like, what you call it? They're like slushies.
Oh. No. A pup cup is when you bring your dog with you to get ice cream. It's like the whipped cream in a cup, and you can just give that to your dog.
That sounds like such a bad thing to give to a dog,
but they love it. And
I know
every
they do.
Single place that sells ice cream or even has whipped cream on the menu, like Starbucks has pup cups. You can go to Starbucks with your dog and get whipped cream and just give it to them.
Yeah, but just because there's something you love doesn't mean that it's good. You like cigars and stuff.
Right. Well, anyway.
I mean, and as a note, I'm boring and straight edge, so I do not smoke cigars.
What?
Yes.
Shocking.
Yeah, every time the kids are like, Mr. Percivali, did you ever smoke? Did you ever drink? Did you ever do the drugs? Do the drugs. And then I'm like, no, kids, I'm boring and straight edge. Go ask someone else who actually had a life in high school and college and any point in their life had a life.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. Wait, you're just as straight edge as me and boring.
Or am I?
I'm pretty sure you are.
I mean, I am, but there is a weird inside joke that a student and I have matching vapes, and I swear it's going to get me in trouble.
What the heck?
So, backstory. Before we had this phone policy where they had to lock their phones in the pouches, there were certain kids that if you got to a certain level of, like, privileges because you passed various tests and, like, were cleared to have these privileges, you earned them, you could carry your phone on you. And you could use it for music or whatever, as long as you weren't messing around or texting in class or anything like that. So, this kid, who shall remain nameless, dropped his phone and jokingly goes, "Oh no, my vape." And, like, everybody looks because it's, you know, an alarming thing to say. And because I'm the way I am and we have the exact same cell phone, I go, "Oh my god, you and I have matching vapes." And that's like, it stemmed from that. This was like 2 years ago. He was in my homeroom. He's a senior now. He's going to graduate this year. He still talks to me about our matching vapes.
Nice.
Which aren't vapes, they're cell phones.
Speaking of which, every time I charge this, people think
absolutely.
They think it's a vape, but it's just a laser pointer.
I'm going to take a picture. Wait, hold that. I'm going to take a picture of that so that everybody knows what it looks like. Because it so looks like a vape. Like it could be.
That's not great. But you know what? It's one of my most important teaching tools. So, yeah. And now it needs to charge.
But I don't know how we got on this subject, but we're back to continuing with the signature dishes from Speak Freezy. In addition to the flavors I mentioned, they also have seasonal rotating flavors with different ones for each season, as well as special edition rotating pop-up flavors. The thing I got is apparently a special edition flavor.
Oh. So it's not always there?
No.
Well,
we got very lucky.
Womp womp.
Yours was always there.
Yes,
apparently.
It is.
So, lucky you. But I'm excited about mine. In addition, they also have, if this weren't enough, specialty sundaes. Lots to choose from.
We
looked at the menu board. It was...
I was getting overwhelmed, so I just...
unreal.
I just went to the hard ice cream.
And it was mentioned in the Yelp review, but they have bubble waffles, which are the hot Hong Kong-style waffle cones that we talked about in the Milk Craft episode.
Yep. And also Frozen Flavors has those now.
Yes,
if
they
we've
do.
never mentioned that before.
Yes, they do. I think we may have.
Maybe.
I don't know. And then they, of course, have shakes and their version of a blizzard, which they call the Freezy, which is cute.
Guess they didn't want to get sued.
Probably. Chocolate dip bananas, and then your take-home treats like ice cream sandwiches and things like that.
Yep.
Lots of cool stuff at Speak Freezy.
I also feel like the inclusion of a bubble waffle really brings a certain amount of class to any ice cream place that has it.
It does. It makes it feel fancy. Even if you don't get the bubble waffle.
The fact that it's an option.
Yeah. Anytime they
fills me with trust.
Anytime they go to the trouble to, like, warm something up or make it in front of you and then put ice cream in it. Like, I don't know. It definitely ups the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. I really wish there was a Milk Craft that was closer.
Me too.
Maybe they'll open up a place over here eventually.
We can only dream.
Yeah.
We gotta
Connecticut
go to Connecticut again,
I was about to say Connecticut's expensive. And that's one of my favorite things about going, because we can get Milk Craft. One of my students is in Connecticut this week.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Did you recommend Milk Craft and the Drawbridge and the Samurai Noodle Ramen store?
He went up there for a wedding.
Oh.
So I don't know what else he's doing up there, but he's there for a wedding.
That's nice.
I told him Mystic's really nice and he should check it out.
Cool.
But he's
a child.
He's a junior in high school. And his parents are the ones driving him up there, so he doesn't really have that much say.
Yeah, he probably has to go where they go.
Right.
But either way, that's nice for him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cold up there.
Oh yes. It's cold enough down here.
I know.
And we're not even that much further down.
No. But still, it's been cold. But never too cold for ice cream.
That is wrong, but okay.
as we proved recently when we went to Speak Freezy. So, do you want to talk about your flavor first because it's an always flavor?
It was so good.
Okay.
So I got what is known as the Purple Haze, I was talking about.
Do you want to hear the description of Purple Haze according to the website?
Yes, please, because I was going to try and remember what was in it from memory other than blueberry and pomegranate, right? That was correct?
Correct.
All right, so go ahead. Go with your description.
Pomegranate and blueberry ice cream with a real pomegranate swirl.
And it really did taste real.
Dark chocolate chips.
Those were in there.
Yeah.
They weren't my favorite part, but they were really nice. They weren't overwhelming to the entire palette of the ice cream. But, oh my god, that was good.
And I have to say something about this ice cream before you talk about it. I don't love fruit-flavored ice cream as a rule. We've known this. There's a few flavors I enjoyed, right? I like the lemon poppy seed. Lavender's not a fruit, that's a flower. But there's some funky flavors I've tried, but most of the time when there's blueberries involved, that's more Paul's thing.
Right.
The pomegranate elevates that ice cream so much.
I don't think we've ever had an ice cream with pomegranate, right?
I don't think so either.
And blueberry on its own is a pretty rare flavor for any place to carry.
Yeah, it's not super common.
So the fact that they put pomegranate in it was pretty crazy.
It was really good, but it was your cone. You talk about
it. I mean, I can't really say much more else than it was an absolutely fantastic ice cream. It was very fruity, very delicious. The consistency was nice. As I said before, the chocolate was not overwhelming because sometimes when you have ice cream with chocolate chips in it, you taste way more chocolate chip than you do ice cream. But this was nicely balanced. Because I'm not a chocolate person.
True.
So speaking from a person who does, not like a large amount of chocolate, it was pretty well balanced. And I also had it in a waffle cone. Literally the only thing that I could say about, as a negative about that whole thing was the cone broke way too easily.
Oh, that cone was so fragile. It was so fragile. I had a waffle cone also with my flavor, and I kept thinking to myself, like, I don't know my own strength because I keep breaking this thing.
I had to consume it very gingerly.
Yeah, agreed.
But it was delicious ice cream. Like, it was absolutely fantastic.
It was really, really good. And this is me bragging about Paul's flavor. You don't even know how much I liked my own flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, why don't you tell them about yours? Unless you just want to say one last thing about mine.
No, I'm good. Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay.
I really liked mine. It was fantastic. I enjoyed every minute of it.
Solid. How was the tummy reaction to this, by the way?
Had none.
Excellent. Even better. Because I gotta say, it was, to me, very rich tasting ice cream. So the fact that it didn't have an issue with you is also, like, impressive.
Yeah.
To me.
I was kind of surprised about that as well. No problems.
Awesome. So, my flavor is allegedly, I found it on the list of special edition pop-up flavors. So I guess they have this when they have the stuff for it, probably.
Did you know about it ahead of time, or?
No.
Okay.
I didn't know about it ahead of time because I gotta tell you, when I did the notes for this originally, this part of the website is new. This was not here. The rotating pop-up flavors. It just had seasonal.
They are fun ones, and I think that you got at least one of the ones that would have been like your ideal choice. Mm-hmm. Just because I know you as a person.
They had one that I tried first a sample of, which was called New Jersey Pothole, which I find very funny.
Name-wise.
Yeah, name-wise. But also, like, it's weird because it's under their list as a spring flavor. And I'm like, well, that's weird that that's there. That was, like, ultra mega chocolate ice cream because it's thick black tar fudge and chocolate ice cream with chunks of chocolate. Chocolate asphalt, according to the list, which I find funny. But that's not what I ended up getting. I tasted it. It was okay. I was gonna get it. And then I happened to just see, out of the corner of my eye, another sign. And that's another thing. Side note.
They have very pretty signs.
Their signs were so cute. I don't know if I got pictures.
I hope you did.
I hope I did.
I'm sure we can find some on Instagram or something.
Yeah. They're like hand-drawn little signs that go with each flavor.
Were you sure they're hand-drawn, or were they just printed out to look hand-drawn? Because I was trying to figure that out myself.
They appeared to be hand-drawn, but I don't know if they were.
I don't think they were, but I think one of them probably did draw it, and then they just printed them out.
Probably.
That's my guess.
Well, there's some on the internet, on their website, so I'll pull those. But
the whole aesthetic of the place is so nice.
It's so cute. But my flavor that I got was called caramel popcorn. And it is caramel corn flavored ice cream with butter toffee popcorn bark drizzled with dark chocolate.
That is very
It's such a me flavor, it's not even funny. I don't know how to put into words how much I enjoyed this ice cream. Like, this to me rivals the sweet corn from Nicholas.
Dang, that's a big deal.
Because it's got that, like, popcorn buttery, like, good flavor. But it also had, it was
good, I'm not going to deny that.
It also had the, like, dark chocolate ribbons in it. Like, they weren't chips, but they weren't pieces. It was interesting. They were, like, shavings almost. And the pockets of, like, the popcorn caramel stuff. Whew, I'm going to think about this ice cream for a long time.
Until you get more.
Yeah.
And then it'll be more.
Oh my god, I think I still have Nicholas's sweet corn ice cream in the freezer.
You do, it's in there. I thought a couple of times about eating it, but I didn't.
You don't like the sweet corn.
Well, it's there.
Why
and
would
sometimes I get my sweet tooth and I just want some.
You don't even like it.
Well, then eat it.
I'm gonna after this, I think. But yeah, so the caramel popcorn, phenomenal. Honestly, really, really good. I enjoyed it incredibly much. I would get it again in a heartbeat. It probably won't be there the next time we go.
You'll have to... whatever. You'll have to call it ahead of time and see if they have it.
I'll definitely have to call
I mean,
first.
we already designated Menlo Park's Barnes & Nobles to be our choice. Like, our prime choice of Barnes & Nobles. So, we're probably going to be in the area more often.
Probably. They don't have as nice of a thriller section there as
Oh, their anime,
East Brunswick.
like their Japanese light novel section is the best I've seen in the entire state. And their manga, whatever. I had a student who was like, got into a fight with me over that the other day. I was like, I don't care. It's the same thing. Keep it up and I'll just say comic books.
I mean, you could.
She wasn't happy about that. Anyway, but yes, Menlo Park Barnes & Nobles is my favorite in the state for all of my Japanese media needs.
Very understandable. It's got a large selection.
A very large selection, and you can tell it is stocked and like organized by people who actually know what any of it means.
True.
They have a whole section just for Nisio Isin.
Dang. See, this is slowly becoming like ADHD the podcast because we were talking about caramel popcorn and somehow we got on this.
We would have been done with this podcast within 10 minutes if we didn't
if it wasn't
go off
ADHD
on tangents.
the podcast. True, you're not wrong.
Although we would probably get better, we would probably get more views if it was just like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but that's boring.
Yeah.
That's not a podcast. That's an
infomercial.
Yeah, that's like stupid. But caramel popcorn, phenomenal. Would definitely get it again. Would love to call ahead to make sure they have it before I drive all the way over there. But even still, they have a lot of other unique, interesting flavors that could pop up and might be yummy. And yeah, I think it would be cool. I also think it's important to note the clerk at the ice cream shop said that this flavor was her favorite when I ordered it.
She looked like someone who knew her ice cream.
Mm-hmm. I trusted her.
Mm-hmm.
And I was right too.
Yes, very enjoyable place.
Mm-hmm. And we talked a little bit about the aesthetic, but it's also just super cute, right? Like there's a little Highland cow as the logo, right? So they lean into that in the decor. There's Highland cow pictures on everything. There's the stools that you can sit at are like saddles.
Yeah, the saddles.
Which I find hysterical.
I forgot about the saddles.
The saddle stools. They have a sign on the wall that says, "Tell me I'm pretty and buy me ice cream," which is just good advice.
Lots of cow pictures, too.
Lots of cow pictures.
I like cows.
The menu board. Like, it's just a nice little place. And the ice cream was good. And we had fun. And I would go back for sure.
Yes. Yes. Very, very nice place. And are you ready to give your opinions on it as to where it belongs on the tier list?
I think I am. Let me pull up the tier list from last time. That's the wrong folder. I have too many folders in Google Drive.
We never remember to pull this stuff up ahead of time.
I had it up last time. Be proud of me. All right, can you start with the S tier, please?
Yes. We have Nicholas Creamery in the S tier, Vampire Penguin, and the Froyo Zone.
In the A tier, we have Dee Dee's Dairy, Kung Fu Tea, Delicious Orchards, and Wendy's.
In the B tier, we have Freddy's Frozen Custard and Charburger.
And in the C tier, we have the Ice Cream Parlor and Mr. Softy.
Alright, so we're putting it in D tier so we can finally put something in there, right?
No.
Okay.
Not even close.
Yeah, it doesn't deserve it.
Definitely. I'm leaning heavily towards S.
I could agree with that. That was a really exceptional place.
It was. It was good. And it wasn't terribly expensive.
No, it
either.
wasn't.
Hold on. I used my credit card, didn't I?
Did you?
I think so.
It was either you or me.
I think it was me.
Alright.
21. Well, okay, but I tipped her. So we spent $21.22 for two of us, plus with
probably
tip.
about $3-4 worth of tip.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and they were waffle cones. Waffle cones do run a little pricier than.
So it was somewhere between $8 to $9.
Yeah.
All right.
And if I pull up the actual menu board, let's see what it says. Those are milkshakes. That doesn't help me. Sundays. Well, shucks. I don't have the...
It was $8 or $9.
$8 or $9.
But it was really good quality ice cream.
Yeah, worth it.
Yes. So I would agree. I think that it deserves to be somewhere in the S tier. Where, I don't know. So it's just a matter of where you think it belongs in the S tier.
Well, see, this is where it gets tough for me because I feel like my flavor is very close to the Nicholas Corn ice cream.
You would want to put it that high?
And I would want to put it somewhere in... It's definitely going in the S tier, but it's a matter of where. So here's the thing. The flavor I had was really unique. Okay? And so was yours.
Yeah.
I feel more unique than stuff you can get at the Froyo Zone.
But I like the Froyo Zone.
I like the Froyo Zone too, but I'm saying...
You would go to this place over the Froyo Zone?
I might.
Depends on what they had. But generally speaking, I like the Froyo Zone more. But I just like frozen yogurt more.
But that's the issue. This is like more interesting than the Froyo Zone.
I see how it is.
But I'm saying I feel like it's less interesting than Vampire Penguin.
Yeah. So you would want to put it after Vampire Penguin in front of the Froyo Zone?
I would.
Alright, I guess that's okay with me.
I let you put Wendy's in the A tier.
Alright, fine. Fair enough.
Okay.
And as long as it's not above the Vampire Penguin.
That's fine. I can live with that.
Alright, so I'm good with that.
Alright. So we're gonna place Speak Freezy in the S tier after Vampire Penguin and in front of the Froyo Zone. Good job, us. Very exciting.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember what episode we're doing next week. Oh, yes, I do.
Next week.
Yeah, I had to think about it for a second.
Yeah, next week's going to be 64.
Yes, it is.
Oh, no, we're getting closer to the devil's number.
63. We just skipped that episode. It's fine.
Yeah. Just go straight from 66 to 68.
Yep. And then we have to skip...
Just like hotels. You know, they skip the 13th floor.
Some of them do. That's true. They have, like, superstitions. Alrighty, folks. So we've placed Speak Freezy on the S tier. Thank you, as always, for listening to this episode of Scoop Podcast. This has been episode number 63.
Yep.
Which is crazy. And
what are we gonna do if we hit 100?
We gotta do something special, I feel like.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll do something special for sure.
Alright.
Maybe we'll, do, an actual, ice cream trip. We'll go to that,
ice cream museum in New York.
Ooh, that could be fun. Yeah, or the Turkey Hill, factory in Pennsylvania.
Either one of those could work.
Yeah, we'll do something big.
I think the ice cream museum would be, more of a thing.
It would be. It'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we'll figure that out when we get closer to episode 100. For now, we are wrapping up episode 63. As always, thank you for listening to Scoop Podcast. If you haven't already done so, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, etc., all the social medias. Be sure to tell a friend, tell your mom, tell your dog, tell your coworkers, tell your boss, tell anybody on the street who will listen to you so that they can know where to go for your frozen favorites.
Especially Speak Freezy, because they have pup cups.
Exactly. And tune in next week, because that is always the best way to support us, is by tuning in. And look for next week's episode, which is a review of a new location for an old world favorite.
Yeah, huh? And thank God, because I didn't want to go to the other one. No offense.
Okay. Well, yeah. This is just, it's also going to be closer than the other one.
True. All right. I guess that's it then. Bye.